Hey everyone, I'm experimenting with some new Hearthstone decks. I find the new expansion Gadgetzan to have a lot of fun stuff, and there's mainly two things that I'm toying with right now. I've tried like Jade Druid and stuff, but I don't find it to be consistent. I don't like it that much. Um, Whereas right now I have two decks that I want to show you, and one of them is a Paladin deck. I don't really know what to call it, but the minions grow. The reason they grow is because I am running with Smuggler's Run. I am running with, well, I guess A Light in Darkness also counts. Grime, Grime Street Outfitter. I haven't learned the name of all of them yet. Um, So what I've seen when I've been playtesting this is that the minions can become incredibly big if everything triggers correctly. This deck has to have a ton of creatures. I'm not sure about the barns. I'm probably going to swap that one out because it doesn't really do much. Like you can get a loot hoarder. Yeah, that's pretty good. You can get an extra card of Acolyte of Pain. And of course, if you're stupid lucky, you can get the Tyrion. But in general, you have to run a lot of creatures. So I am not running equality, but I am running consecration because fuck those fucking uh, totems. You know, shaman. Ah. Okay, so, but this draws a lot of cards, so you're basically going to be solving your issues with Aldor Peacekeeper and also the Keeper of Uldaman. He's going to solve issues, and you have board clearing with Consecration, and you have some help from Hammer of Wrath. So you have a lot of card draw. You gotta have a big hand, because if you don't have a big hand, then Smuggler's Run and the Grime Street Outfitter aren't going to do anything. But I've on several occasions had a 3/5 Acolyte of Pain, and people are just they're reacting stupidly to it. Like they see a 3/5 Acolyte of Pain and they're thinking like, oh my god, he's gonna get so many cards. And yes, I will, but they're using all kinds of ways to solve that guy. And then afterwards, I come with something even bigger. So let's do a run with that deck. I also have another deck after this, which is a Rogue Jade, but it has some trickery and it also has the Deathrattle. So it's kind of cool. I like it. Dum, dum. So, one of the most stupid turns I've had is like turn one, Smuggler's Run, making all my creatures on hand one bigger, and then turn two, the dude that makes everything on my hand one bigger. So basically, all my creatures have +2/+2, and I like it. As I said, I'm not sure about the Barnes. I don't think he makes the cut. But it's fun to play the new Gadgetzan. Absolutely. I think I'm just gonna play the Loot Hoarder. Blarg. This absolutely sucks. Because what's my turn 3 is either going to be the Eldar Peacekeeper or the Acolyte of Pain, and it's most likely going to be the Acolyte of Pain drawing me another card. So I can just cycle the Loot Hoarder and Acolyte, and I think that's going to be the best choice I have. I can also play the A Light in Darkness, discover a minion, but I don't know. Like if I get a 3-drop that can take more than... He actually went face with that, so he only has 1 charge left. That makes the Loot Hoarder a better choice. Because then I can play my Acolyte of Pain. Ta-da! X marks the spot. And this is perfect, because if he now kills that, then I just Elder... Well, aren't you a douchebag? I really want to Eldor that, and that is a good idea. But I can play that as well. That sets me up better. The Eldor Peacekeeper becomes stronger. See, this is where Barnes doesn't do anything. Going for the face. Holy moly. Okay. But that's at least fairly decent. Now the Peacekeeper is out of range for that dude. So now he has to trade another weapon charge plus that guy, which is good for me. And then I can play the Grime Street Outfitter, and I'll get a 3-5. Ugh. Okay, so he's gonna do that trade. That's for damn sure. This is gonna fucking hurt. Help! Fuck. Okay. Well, I can do this. Can I turtle this? He's got like... He's gonna do so much damage with that guy. What I have to do is I have to do 1 damage to him. So I can play this guy. Doesn't really accomplish much. But if I play him and him, sets me up a little bit better late. This guy becomes a 3-5. I think I'm going to do this because I don't see any immediate solution. So I just have to create a better late. Now I have Light and Darkness and Hammer of Wrath at least. Hopefully. But this is looking really bad. I do have heals in my deck. I do have 2 of those bastards, 4/4 bastards who create a spell and heal. I don't remember their names. I do not have a memory for details like that at all. That's just... That ain't gonna happen. Oh, really? I'm in for a world of hurt. Oh, God in heaven. I am so fucking dead. Because I have to trade this, so I'm gonna take 4 damage. And that's better than the Light and Darkness. And he does have 2. He's gonna have like a 4/3 charge or something. Or a weapon. That was a bit of an unlucky run, but this warrior deck is really, really strong. And there's no deck in the world that can withstand anything. So, but I've beaten druids with it. I've beaten all kinds of decks that had like big creatures and stuff. I had some trouble against shaman, but that was I was trying to run without consecration, and that just doesn't work. This will be the first time against. Ooh. Oh, really? So I think I'm gonna keep that, but yeah. If I get a 2-drop now, that would be awesome. But I think Loot Hoarder is the only 2-drop. Hello. Oh, but this is going to be nice. This is going to be turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Or probably True Silver though. But that's going to be card advantage. Unless he just does 4 damage to it and then I'm sort of like up shit creek. I do not want to play that right now because this has it's a little bit harder for him to kill. So kill that, play this guy. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. I do love that stuff. Gonna be clearing that board. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's probably gonna face. So I think what I should do here is, like, he's gonna have a 1-1. So that guy, he's gonna be dead no matter what. So if I trade in him, and shoot everything. Excuse me, sir. Screw you! Kill the demon. In case he has any demon buffs. So now it would be super good if I pulled any... Yeah. No! Worth it. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. It makes me so happy. So now all my loot hoarders are starting to get proper big. Now I gotta be careful though, because if he has that Doomguard, hey dude, but he loses all his cards. I gotta keep Revoltaman against him. I can use Aldor Peacekeeper. Because I'm gonna take 2 damage. No, I can't use Aldor Peacekeeper at all, actually. So, I'm gonna have to do this. And I am going to be using that. I need to get my Defender of Argus up. But next turn I can do an Aldor and a Defender of Argus. So we'll see what he does. And after that, I have Tyrion. Yeah! Save me, Jeeves! I guess I could do this first. I might get a minion that heals me. Well, not really. But he's gonna be good though. As you can see, the minions are getting pretty fucking big in this deck. But I am struggling against these like super aggro, go for the face type of decks. When it comes to board control, this deck rules. I like it. You are not the boss of me. I played that wrong. Doesn't matter much though. He's dead. I am so bad at paying attention to other people's life totals when I'm playing like board control decks. But he's just dead. Just plain dead. How the fuck did that happen? What did I damage him with? Did you... like, yeah, he played 2 of those imps. That's 6 damage. And then he drew card a bunch of times. What else? I cannot remember. He does seem to be proper fucked, as they say. But yeah, I like it. Every minion becomes so much more valuable. Loot hoarders are suddenly not just something that's thrown away to mage ability or something like that. But yeah, I want to do one more game and then jump over to the rogue deck to show that off, because that has some really, really fun plays. But I'll get more into that when we start it. It's tricky as hell though. Down, down. Your soul shall... Fuck you, Barnes. I don't like you at all. Okay, we got a consecration. I think that's going to be helpful. Acidic Swamp Ooze going out on turn 2. Unless I get something better. But it's just so stupid when you get both of the mass growing cards. Because suddenly, when you're playing your 1-1 dude that makes every 1-1 bigger, he's not a 1-1, he's a 2-2. And that's far superior position in turn 2. Because that can actually kill things like the Flame Imps. Well, hello there, sir. I'm going to coin you out. And you can see from this that this is going to be a very, very strong opening position. And I could have done this with him, or I could have done it with the other card. And this also makes it so much harder for... well, aren't you a douche? But yeah, it makes it so much harder for these decks who are running... but I want to play that. Oh well. For the decks who are running like the 2 damage spells, like Druid, deal 2 damage or spawn 2 guys. So he's healing up, eh? Now I can play the Barnes, but it's all about like developing the hand really, and it's so much better to play this guy, even though he's off curve. Buying or selling. Now I can consecrate if he attacks. Leaves me with a 3-2. I'm gonna consecrate. Leaves me with a 3-2. I feel like the only card that I've truly been searching for in this deck has been... Oh, hello there, Deathwing. I don't mind if I do. The only cards that I'm searching for really is the Consecration. Because usually I have the Eldor Peacekeeper or the other dude. Oh my god. Well, shit. Shit. So I can play this. So that's 4. Leaves me with 3 mana, which kind of sucks. I can play this. Kill off that. Whatever I draw becomes better. I can also play the True Silver Champion, but I don't feel like that's the correct choice. I think this is a better choice. Yeah, and I get a loot hoarder. That's gonna be 3-2. And my Deathwing is becoming more powerful! Or something. 14-14. Hello, sir. He's on 14 life. Wow. Are you shitting me? Okay, so the question is, he probably plays one of each card or something so that he can return to 30 life. I should be careful about playing the Deathwing. Who knows what secrets will uncover? You, sir, are dead. You bastard! So, and you can see he's supposed to be 4-4. He's 6-6. And I think this is going to be the preferred play. Yes, please! Yes, please! Alright. Now, you can be bringing out some badass stuff. Alex Straza. Set me on 15 life. So, what is this man's plan? I want to play this guy. But I gotta do some thinking. So that's 6. Leaves me with 4 mana. Means I can play this guy and this guy. I can also play this. I can also play that. But it doesn't really accomplish that much. I can hit those two. Clears out some of his board. If I shoot this. So I shoot that guy. I hit this guy. 2 in all. And we're looking at a board clear. Alrighty then. Hello, Deathwing. That's a fine creature right there. Hello, sir. I'm not too bothered by you. Oh, yes! Thank you very much. See, he's 5-5 for 3 mana. He becomes so valuable when you have a deck that is capable of drawing many cards. So, I could have used that, but... Let's see if I can get something. I don't need more cards. More solutions, however, is very nice. Ah! Oh. Boy, the power of Ragnaros. Do I have a kill? I do not. Do I have a kill? But this is like... is so much fucking value. Yes, I know. There we go. So I can play Tyrion. Tyrion is a very good choice. I can only do 9. So unless I get... No. I set him to 3. Yeah, that's enough. I have the kill! And I even got him. That's pretty epic. Meaning I should have played that card first and then the other one. But yeah. As you can see, it's a deck that it develops into a really, really strong strong deck. Because it draws so many cards that you're always able to trigger your growing spells multiple times. But now it's time for the rogue deck. And like I said, it has both Deathrattle and it has also the Jade, which is kind of cool. I don't think I'm gonna use those two. I want to keep the backstab. Wow. That's a Deathrattle start if I ever saw one. But the thing about this deck is that it turns... Whoa. That one's too good. It turns... like, it really ramps up the Jade. Like, you can get 3-4 counts on Jade on one turn. Which is pretty sick, which means that every Jade after that is going to be so strong. Stop yelling! Screw you. Give your demons. Wow, that's a nice 4-drop for me, actually. Unless I want to play these two. Restore life to both the players. Yep, I am going to play that. So I got 1 Jade count. That's going to give me up to 3 Jade count. The thing here is that in this deck you have a spell that returns a creature to your hand and then it costs 2 less. The spell itself costs 0. Now then you have the guy who triggers Battlecry twice. And then you have the Jade 2/3 that creates another Jade. So ideally what you can do is you can get a pretty insane Jade count out of that. You can get like 4 really easily. So I think I'm just gonna play this guy because he's got some sort of mass removal, and this puts it out of the range of most of the mass removals he has. So he has to be a little bit clever. And that means that I have a more persistent board with the Black Paw. Buying or selling. He's not a demon. Meh. Oh, really? Which kind of sucks. So I think I'm gonna try and keep everything alive here. Keep this alive. Which means I am going to have to use this. Backstab. Hit. That leaves me with 3 mana. Hello, Weasel. The Anub Arak is pretty good with when you're in arena, but I don't find it to be good at all when you get to this point. It's basically what it does. It wheedles out cards from your opponent's hand. He has a fuck ton of healing. But now we're all going to be playing the Black Paw. I don't think I want to use any spells. Or should I? I can play this guy. Now I can coin and eviscerate. Hit for 5. Puts him really on the back foot. I could also return that. That would give me a 3/3 and a 4/4. Leaving it to cost 4. But I'm not a big fan of that. I'm a more fan of trying to kill that one. But then he has mass removal. So it does nothing. Eviscerates leave me with more options later on. I don't want to put myself at the mercy of mass removal too much. Doo-doo-doo. Point in fact. Yeah, you're gonna be a bitch. Deal 2 damage, you say? So I think the best option here is just to go for face. But he's probably got a way to restore his life. So I don't think I use any of my spells. I just think I put... Like right now I have 9 damage. You can remove 3 of them. So 6 damage. Leaving me with 10 damage on hand. So 16 damage. He needs to heal 5. He spent 2 cards healing. Yeah. Oh, but he's... Oh. Defender of August. You bastard. That, however, is a massive fucking problem. So, we can do 6. Draw a card, any card. Yeah, that's not gonna help me. So I can do... So I got this and this. That's 4, 6, 8. 4, 6, 8. 3, 4. So fairly decent. Get out there! Okay, so we solved a really difficult situation, and I think we solved it in a fairly efficient way. So we'll see what he does. when... Fuck. So I think actually I hit that. First thing I do. No. I hit into that. Because I want to get the Jade count. Then I bounce the dude. Because now I have a 4-4, right? So I bounce that. I play this guy. And that's a 5-5. Now it costs 4. There we go. Now, if I'm lucky, I'm gonna pull the guy who doubles Battle Cry. But the problem here is also that destroy your minion and one of your crystals? What is this devilry? So I need to kill that thing. That's... Now I shield that. Because that leaves me with an 8-8 if he manages to clear the board. And he doesn't, and I don't want him clearing that one first. Yeah, but unless you can do something magical with that. Sorry. Wow. Wow. That was awesome. Fucking preparations all over the place. Bronzebeard or something? I think that's the name of the 2-4. Well played. It's always hard to beat these decks that can finish you really quickly like this one. But that was a spectacular play by him. Jesus Christ, that just destroyed everything. But that was a go without a lot of the mechanics. It was just a little bit of a taste. So yeah, I'm not really that much of a fan of this start, but just got a hell of a lot better. Oh, hello, Van Cleef. Haven't seen you in a while, sir. My cat's just got his ears all over the place. Wondering what the hell this guy is up to. Yeah, I could speculate if that was a good idea because I had the Van Cleef, but I'm going to have other triggers for him. Sadly, though, that was not a cool thing to happen. To have happen. Do I play Discover Deathrattle? The Buccaneer. I think that's going to be the preferred choice. I could play Journey Below and then Van Cleef now for a total of 4-4 on turn 4, which is not particularly good, but Hello. That's really fucking good. I actually think I'm gonna play this guy. He's gonna have to do 4 damage to him, which is kind of fine. I'm gonna have to kill that one. So now he has to use a card to solve him. If not, I get 2 Jade counts, which is really fucking good with this deck. Yeah. He uses a Shadow Strike on that, and that is a very powerful spell that he is going to be needing. Oh. Bloody hell. So I'm thinking playing the Earthen Raptor, because I can play the Jade Spirit twice next turn. I think I'm gonna do this and return it. And then next turn I'll have this guy give me a 3/3 and a 4/4. Then we have the Jade Spirit gives me a 5/5. So, okay. Ouch. You bastard. So now I have 7 mana. The Shadow Strike Jade Spirit is an option. That's 5. Wow. What are you gonna do with that, sir? Value! So I'm gonna have to kill that. Kill that. Play that. But I've got a fairly okay Jade count. I'm not looking at any great opportunities to making Van Cleef terribly fucking big, but that's not really that important against a rogue because he'll just sap. Betting he's weaponing and killing the guy. If I could get a Deathrattle, that would be splendid. Well, hello there. I'm thinking just playing him now. That'll give me a 4/4, so I'll at least have a decent board. I don't have a lot going for me right now. One of the mistakes I may have done earlier is that it is absolutely worth it to play him on turn 3 as a 3/4 vanilla. Yeah, sure. He's behind on the Jade count. That's a 6/6. Victory! I can taste the victory. I'm gonna have 3 fucking Jades coming out of this, and that is not gonna be good. How the fuck do I solve him? I solve him pretty easily. Because I just go BAM! Then I trade in these 2 guys. Hit. So that means 21 damage next turn, 22 damage with my weapon. If he kills the 3-1, it's gonna leave me with a 8-8 in the board. Yeah, he doesn't matter, dude. He does not matter. Unless he has a magical way of dealing lots of extra damage. Yeah, that's absolutely fucking useless. So he's got to do 6 damage. So I could trade in that. Right now I have... Let's say I do 10. Let's say I do 13. Hitting that. I don't want to take 8. But I can take 4. Leaves me at 10. And do 13 damage. I think that's the better choice. Niceness. Yeah, and that kind of shows that what happens when you start ramping up these Jade abilities. This deck needs a lot of tweak, and it does have 1 extra. Like you notice this turn that I got 4 Deathrattles with Jades, and in that deck, if you play with Zoth also, that makes it really fucking nasty. And Zoth is also very good with Shadow Step because you can just play him out, bounce everything back up. So it kind of means that in the late game you're this powerhouse. You can also use Gang Up. I'm experimenting with that. So yeah, I think the preparation is actually not good enough. I'm struggling to find that worth it. Van Cleef is also like he can easily be a 6/6 for 3. So if you have a coin, so I feel like he's still worth it. But yeah, so that's kind of the Jade Deathrattle deck. I'm not sure if I'm gonna bother playing more. I think you pretty much get the gist of it. I do think that the Shadow Step with Jade, Jesus Christ, it's strong, especially if you have Brand Bronzebeard. That just means that you win late game unless he has like a super fast kill, like a 2-turn kill sort of mechanic. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. I just wanted to show off these decks. I have no idea if there's any big metagame on these decks. People who have done it better than me, probably. But I just wanted to offer up some ideas, and maybe that inspires you to make something even better, because these are not going to be championship decks, but they're really fun to play. So try it out, have some fun. Thank you. That's all for me now.